Ayo, back at it again with another video. Thank you all for watching. My videos have been doing pretty good lately in terms of views. So thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate you liking, engaging, watching my content. So thank you. So this video is all about a new, metaphorical Iron Curtain within 2023 and maybe moving forward. What might a modern day Iron Curtain look like? So ultimately, the Iron Curtain is a reference to how Europe was divided between the West, US, UK, France, ultimately what became the states of NATO. You got Spain, Portugal, Italy, Greece, Turkey, Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Norway, Denmark, and at the time West Germany, with Switzerland always being neutral. Austria was neutral. Yugoslavia was socialist but not aligned. And then you had countries of the Warsaw Pact: Albania, Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, Poland, and East Germany, backed by the Soviet Union. So where does the term Iron Curtain come from? So ultimately, this is derived from a speech by British Prime Minister Winston Churchill at Westminster College in Missouri, where he said, "From Stettin in the Baltic to Trieste in the Adriatic, an iron curtain has descended across the continent. Behind that line lies the capitals of the ancient states of Central and Eastern Europe, so Warsaw, Berlin, Prague, Vienna, Budapest, Belgrade, Bucharest, and Sofia. All famous cities and the populations around them lie in what I must call the Soviet sphere, subject to Soviet influence and control from Moscow. Athens alone in Greece is free to decide its future at an election under British, American, and French observation." So if we look at Greece down here, so he said Greece was able to be part of, the West, be part of the elections. Places like Bulgaria, Sofia, Bucharest, and all these other capitals, Warsaw, Berlin, Prague, and all these other ones are behind what was known as the Iron Curtain. So what does, an Iron Curtain look like in today's sense? So it would be the US, Canada, Greenland's part of Denmark, the UK, Iceland, France, Spain, Portugal. We're going to zoom in. Okay, there we go. Norway, countries of Benelux, Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Germany, Poland, the Baltics, Finland just joined NATO, Slovakia, Czech Republic, Hungary, Croatia, Slovenia, Italy, Romania, Bulgaria, Greece, Turkey, I think Albania, North Macedonia. I think this is a current NATO map, if I'm understanding that correctly. Sweden will probably join now that the Turkish elections are over. Sweden will probably join NATO here within the next month or so, maybe next couple months, but ultimately Sweden is, Erdogan basically said he was just holding it up for election purposes, which is, mildly frustrating, but, that's politics, I guess. So Sweden will ultimately join. Countries like Ukraine, if Ukraine wins the war, and I really, really hope they do, they would probably be more Western aligned. Technically Georgia, if Georgia ever gets in, but Georgia's kind of a, I don't know, interesting scenario, because part of their territory is occupied by Russia. You got Abkhazia and South Ossetia as well. So that would be what would probably be the Western, alliance. We're going to select a red. It would be Russia, and probably Belarus. Like, that would probably be a best guess scenario for what an Iron Curtain might look like in the future. If Ukraine wins the war, and again, I hope they do, they would kick out all Russian forces and hopefully join, the West, and whether that's EU, whether that's NATO, Georgia, maybe. Georgia's been trying to get into NATO for a long time. Finland just joined. Sweden will most likely join. So you got Scandinavia, the Baltics. The Iron Curtain originally was pretty much from Denmark down to, pretty much cut Europe in half, right about here. Because the countries of the Warsaw Pact, which were Poland, Czechoslovakia, which is now two countries, Czech and Slovakia, Hungary, the countries of the former Yugoslavia, Romania, Bulgaria. So all former Warsaw Pact members have been, in NATO. Austria is still not aligned, but there's some here in the former Yugoslavia that hasn't joined. Bulgaria joined, Romania, Hungary, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Poland. The three Baltic states of the former Soviet Union joined, and I really, really hope that Ukraine wins the war and ultimately joins NATO along with Moldova. So, this, border with Finland, Baltics, with Belarus, Ukraine, even into Georgia would probably entail maybe a modern day Iron Curtain. So that's the Iron Curtain quote from his Winston Churchill speech. Again, the Iron Curtain pretty much split Europe from up by Denmark down towards Italy, more or less, while also having a border down by Albania, Yugoslavia, and Bulgaria. So, if there is a new Iron Curtain, the Iron Curtain has absorbed, the West has absorbed a lot of the former Warsaw Pact, and three states of the former Soviet Union, and potentially more. So the Iron Curtain has been pushed from right about here, roughly, to all the way over here. So that's a sizable distance if a new Iron Curtain forms. So yeah, that would be this is interesting. I hope another Iron Curtain doesn't really form, because that would entail another shadow proxy conflict between West and Russia. But I don't know. A European Iron Curtain of 2023 or moving forward would maybe look like this. It all depends on how the war in Ukraine turns out, and it's looking like the Ukrainians are going to win, and I really hope they do. And I hope they join NATO, because the Ukrainians are highly capable military, and yeah. So that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Deuces.